My patience is over. I have spent too long staying silent, too long watching people cross boundaries and believing that restraint would make them understand where the line was. I gave chances because I wanted peace. I stayed quiet because I didn't want my anger to become someone else's punishment. But there comes a point when patience stops being strength and starts becoming permission, and I refuse to let anyone mistake my silence for weakness anymore. I can forgive mistakes when they are honest. I can understand misunderstandings, accept apologies, and walk away from things that don't deserve my attention. But deliberate betrayal is different. Deliberately hurting someone I love is different. There is a darkness inside me that I keep under control every day, because I know exactly what I am capable of when I stop caring about consequences. I have spent years mastering that darkness. Tonight, I can feel it standing at the edge of my restraint. The palace may see a calm prince standing beneath the crown, but they don't see the thoughts running through my mind. They don't know how many times I have swallowed my anger, how many times I chose silence when I could have demanded answers, or how many times I walked away simply because I wanted to protect the people around me from the worst parts of myself. But even patience has a limit. Even loyalty has a boundary. And someone has finally pushed me beyond mine. I am not angry because I want chaos. I am angry because someone believed they could hurt what matters to me and walk away without consequences. They mistook my kindness for weakness and my silence for surrender. That mistake will stay with them for a very long time. I don't need to shout. I don't need to threaten anyone. My calm is enough. When I become quiet after being pushed too far, it means I have stopped reacting emotionally and started thinking carefully. And perhaps the darkest part of me is that I no longer want an apology. I no longer want explanations designed to make me feel better. I want the truth. I want every hidden detail brought into the light. I want to know who made the decision, who helped them, and how long they believed they could deceive me. I will uncover everything, no matter how deep the secret has been buried. But when I look at you, the anger inside me changes. It doesn't disappear, but it becomes controlled again. You remind me why I cannot allow my darkness to become reckless. I don't want you standing beside a man who has lost himself to rage. I want you beside a man who can carry anger without letting it destroy everything he loves. My patience is over, but my mind is clear. I will not act blindly. I will not allow anger to make my decisions. I will simply make sure that everyone who crossed the line understands that there are consequences to their choices. They had their chances. They had my silence. They had my restraint. They don't have it anymore. I have reached the point where forgiveness without change would only make me a fool. I gave people opportunities to correct their mistakes, to tell me the truth, and to step away before things became worse. They chose to keep lying. They chose to keep testing how far my patience could stretch. Now they will learn that the calm prince they thought they could manipulate was never powerless. I was simply choosing not to use the power I had. I don't need to raise my voice anymore. Anger has become quieter inside me, colder, more deliberate. I have stopped reacting to every provocation because I finally understand that uncontrolled anger gives other people power over you. I won't give anyone that advantage. I will observe, I will remember, and I will act only when I know exactly what needs to be done. There are people who mistake kindness for weakness because they have never seen what happens when kindness reaches its limit. I have protected people who never deserved my protection. I have remained silent for the sake of peace. I have swallowed my pride because I believed some relationships were worth saving. But there comes a moment when saving a relationship means destroying your own dignity, and I refuse to cross that line again. The one thing I will never compromise on is your safety. Whatever happens around me, I will make sure you are protected from the consequences of other people's choices. I don't want you caught between my anger and someone else's betrayal. I don't want you frightened by the darkness that comes with the position I hold. I want you to know that when everything around us becomes unstable, I will remain the person you can trust. I can already feel the palace changing. People who once walked confidently through these halls are suddenly careful with their words. Those who were comfortable standing near me now avoid my eyes. They know something has shifted, even if they don't know exactly what. They can sense that I am no longer willing to overlook what I once tolerated. I won't announce what I know. I won't give anyone the satisfaction of knowing how much information I already have. Silence is useful when people believe they are still hiding their secrets. Let them continue believing they are safe. Let them make another mistake. Let them reveal themselves without realizing that I have been watching all along. My patience is over, but that doesn't mean I have lost control. It means I have finally regained it. The difference is important. I am no longer reacting to what people do to me. I am deciding what happens next. And when the truth finally comes to light, I won't need revenge to feel satisfied. I will simply know that the people who betrayed my trust can no longer reach me, my kingdom, or you. Sometimes the strongest punishment is losing access to the person they thought they could deceive forever. I have spent years protecting my crown. Now I understand that protecting my peace matters just as much. No more endless chances. No more excuses. No more pretending that betrayal can be repaired with empty promises. My patience is over, and this time, I mean it. The palace has become strangely quiet since I stopped giving chances. I can feel the difference in every corridor, every meeting, every glance that disappears the moment I enter a room. People who once felt comfortable around me now measure every word before speaking. They can sense that something has changed, even if they don't know exactly what I have discovered. I have stopped explaining myself because explanations are only useful when the people listening deserve the truth. I used to believe that anger was something a prince should never reveal. I thought control meant keeping every emotion buried beneath the crown. Now, I understand that control isn't pretending you don't feel anything. Control is knowing exactly what you're feeling and refusing to let it destroy your judgment. My anger is still there, burning quietly beneath everything, but it no longer commands me. I command it. There is one thing that keeps me from becoming the man my enemies want me to become. You? Whenever my thoughts become too dark, I remember the way you look at me when you believe I'm still the man you trusted. I don't want that trust to disappear because someone else pushed me beyond my limits. I don't want my anger to become another reason for you to fear me. If I have to carry this darkness alone to keep you safe from it, then I will. But I won't forget what happened. I remember every betrayal, every lie, every moment someone believed I was too distracted to notice. I remember the people who smiled in my presence while secretly working against me. I remember the ones who thought my silence meant they had won. They haven't. I simply stopped revealing what I know. Now I am watching. Every secret movement, every hidden connection, every person who suddenly changes their behavior is being noticed. I don't need to rush. Time is on my side. People reveal themselves when they become comfortable again, and I intend to give them enough comfort to make that mistake. The darkest part of me doesn't want revenge anymore. It wants certainty. I want the complete truth, without excuses or carefully prepared stories. Once I have it, I will know exactly who deserves my trust and who no longer deserves a place anywhere near my life. And when everything finally comes to light, I won't have to raise my voice or prove how angry I was. My absence from their lives will be enough. My silence will be enough. They will understand that the moment they crossed my final boundary, they didn't create an enemy. They created a prince who no longer gives second chances.